They gotta. What I just said in the locker room to the team is they gotta make up in their mind: are they in love with this game or they in like with it?
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Around the Association. Well, Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes, they actually slipped up last night, losing in double overtime after being up 29-0. 29-0, and they blew that lead. And you had the Stanford Players actually giving Shedeur Sanders and Colorado a bit of their own medicine, doing the watch flex, that Shedeur has made famous. They doing that back to him, getting their second win of the season. Now, Coach Prime said some things in his post-game press conference that I want to address. But first of all, let me let you hear what some of the things he had to say.
They gotta. What I just said in the locker room to the team is they gotta make up in their mind: are they in love with this game or they in like with it? Because when you love something, you give to it unconditionally. You give everything you got to it, but when you like it, that's just the button you push, and it lights up in a like. That's what they do on social media.
Okay, now I'm going to stop it right there for a second, because he mentioned, hey, that's something they do on social media. And when the Buffaloes were really rolling that first half and they got to halftime, Shedeur, who is Deion Sanders' son, also the quarterback of the team, who's having a great year, by the way, he took time during halftime to push some merch and actually was called out on it post game because you ended up losing the game. So where's your focus? It needs to be on completing the mission and the task. And as you see here, College Football Report says Shedeur posting merch at halftime on his story is the cherry on top with a crying laughing emoji. And Deion Sanders had more to say. Take a listen.
So we got to figure out, do they love it or do they like it? And it's hard for me because I love this. I love it. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am truly 100% in love with this thing. And I just want people to match me. Just match my passion, match my heart, match my love, match my consistency, just match my mannerisms, just match every darn thing I give to this game. I love this. Sadly, I love it so much, but the game don't even occupy the ability to love you back. That's a strange love, isn't it?
Now, Coach Prime said a lot. One thing talking about how much he actually loved the game. And now, he's questioning his players' commitment. Questioning how committed they are to the process of being a great team. Sure, they've overachieved already. We're talking about a team that only won one game last year. We get it. There has been a lot of changes, a lot of transfer, but still the program only won one game last year. So the fact that they are 4 games, and really this game here would have brought them one game from being bowl eligible, where they would be 6-6. Or have a chance to go for 6 wins. If they would have won, this would have been 5-2. My gracious, that you talking about overachieving, but yet and still, there's been a lot of distractions. And my take on it, you have to take the good with the bad. Deion has brought a lot of excitement with the program. He has obviously re-energized, brought money, resources. Nobody was talking about Colorado until Deion got there. But at the same time, some of the things that you bring and or allow with your players can be the same reasons why they are distracted, why, maybe your son is posting, at halftime, his merch. That's something that you just can't do that during the game. I remember, and Tom Brady being his mentor, I remember one thing Tom Brady said to Shedeur about, hey, yeah, you got the Bentley, Cullen and all of that, but Tom Brady was like, put that away. That don't mean nothing if you don't continue to improve and get better, because the college football and then definitely at the NFL level, it will chew you up and spit you out. Be perfectly honest with you. It definitely will do that. And you kind of have to, not kind of, but a quarterback, you got to take the position of a leader. And leaders cannot preemptively be celebrating to the point where they're pushing their own merch when the team still has business to take care of. I just thought that's something I know, he wishes he can get that back. And I'll be following. I'm wondering, is he going to push his merch, in another game if they get up big at halftime. But that's one I know he would like to have back now, because I can't wait to hear the talking heads, whether that be Stephen A. Smith, whether that be Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, any of those. I'm interested in what they're going to say and if they even address that particular detail, because that would not be allowed. Can you imagine the quarterback of Georgia or Alabama or any of these other schools that are trying to always be good enough to compete for a national championship, where the quarterback's going to post something at halftime? Man, I can't imagine. I'm not going to say that the coaches would sit them down, but man, that next practice, they may have to go run up and down those stadium steps. I mean, until they vomit all over. They're like, I can only imagine. But let me know what you guys think, man. Moving forward, it's going to be a tall task at this point, because that was a game you kind of had in the bag, and you really needed to win that game again. That would have given them 5 wins. They've been 5-2. Once you get, and you're kind of playing with house money at this point to have a chance to play in a bowl game if you win that game, because you would be right on course. Now,